What's good, y'all boys? We back at it again with another reaction. Today we got my boy Joe Rogan, you know what I'm saying? And this video not gonna be like the other reaction videos we know always reacted to, like the rapping and the sports. This is gonna be some truth. We getting down to the truth. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, only listen to what's written in history books and not what's been discovered. You know what I'm saying? People be hush hush about everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff be swept under the rug. A lot of things be hidden from us. And we don't seem to like correlate that with real life. You know what I'm saying? People just choose to believe what the mainstream people tell us to believe. You know what I'm saying? I say it like that. The mainstream want us to believe that Columbus came over here, discovered America, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 whatever, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he seen Native Americans, aka the Mexican Americans that came up from Mexico and had tribes around here, you know what I'm saying? But they failed to realize that when he got here, he saw black people as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, black people was here too. So who were the black people? You know what I'm saying? We read or really the Native Americans, they don't want you to know that, you know what I'm saying, but the truth coming out. So we'll go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, dive into this video. The ancient Egyptians visit the Grand Canyon and just see what you got to say, man. I'm gonna let y'all open your eyes. Open this eye right here, that third eye. Open it.
An experience.
Open
Right.
it.
What's up?
The thing I found about the Egyptians in Ohio was actually from a paper that was written. It's postulating it. I guess they took a lot of the evidence that they had been finding and saying this shows that there might have actually been Egyptians there.
What's from 1937?
Listen, these are papers that are written, right? But when you talk about history, when you read history books, you know what I'm saying, it's his story. So whatever he wants to put in his story, he can put in it. And he can take other things out and leave things out, whatever. It's because it's not truthful. Everything's not truthful all the way to the T when you read these history books. You know what I'm saying? It's just his story. Like, I can have my his story. You can have your history. You know what I'm saying? But we just want to know the truth. What's the truth to all this? You know what I'm saying? And people already, you know what I'm saying, wrote papers and stuff, as you can see. Egyptians in Ohio. Like, come on, bro.
That's when the guy was, I think, born. This is 40 years ago.
Oh,
so
wow.
That amulet was brass, apparently, and it was found near Cincinnati. And where I actually think that it might have been trade routes, because there was some, like, stones that have been found in various parts of the world that are from specifically Ohio, because it's like a rainbow shale that was used in, like, arrowheads and stuff a long time ago. Like that area.
Like, you can see the evidence and you would choose not to believe it. You would still say, you know what I'm saying, the Native Americans were the Mexican people, like the Cherokee. Of course, you got the Cherokee and all these other little Indian tribes. They're Indians, really. Not Native Americans.
It was used
They really from Mexico or India. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to say, India or Mexico, whatever.
to make weapons, like the first, like 12,000 years ago when the first people were kind of in North America.
They travel here by boat as well. I'm letting y'all know this. I'm letting y'all know the sauce. Like, they traveled by boat just like Christopher Columbus. But you know who traveled by boat before all them? The Egyptians. Come on, bro.
But that area in Ohio also is known as the sandstone capital of the world, and I don't know if that's related to the Egyptians, because that's what the pyramids are made out of, you know. There's tons of sandstone that is very specific to that region.
Yeah.
So,
Pyramids made out of sandstone?
I thought so. Yeah,
I've heard this,
there's
yeah.
21, from 1800 to 1980, 21 times the amount of sandstone that made the Great Pyramid was shipped out of Ohio to make various buildings all over the world.
Really?
Most of them in the United States, obviously, but all over the place.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, just weird facts I found after Graham came
History
through.
of the humans.
We don't know history.
We know some. All right?
The only history that we know is the one we go discover on our own time. The one that's presented to us is not history. It's all.
Now, this man right here, he may look crazy. But, you know what I'm saying, Jesus had dreads too. His name wasn't Jesus, his name was Yahweh or Yeshua. I'm just saying, before he was changed to a white person with white hair, long hair at that, you know. But you're looking at a person who's got dreads and he looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? He looks like, you know what I'm saying, he don't give a damn about what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? Look what he wearing, regular black tee. You know what I'm saying? No fresh retwist. no fresh haircut, and he on his interview. Just pay attention to things like that, bro.
All lies.
He don't care about how.
Well, it's not all lies.
All of
There's
it.
some lies.
I found that too. I didn't
Lost Civilization in Grand Canyon was, Egyptian?
Yeah, the Smithsonian published some stuff in 1909,
Oh, wow.
I guess, that where all this came from. There was an article that got written, and I don't know how much of it they proved or was proven or was just newspaper.
What you gotta understand about the proven and unproven things, you can lie about something that was proven or unproven if it's gonna benefit you. Come on, bro. Stop thinking you got something that has to be proven by these people that's mainstream. Listen to these people who actually go out there with no, you know what I'm saying, no funding, no money, you know what I'm saying, nothing behind them, nobody speaking to them in their ear, nobody behind them on their right side, you know what I'm saying, nobody on this left side speaking to them. Just people who go out there on their own time and own merit and discover things on their own time. Listen to them people before you listen to the people who talking about they proving it, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
It's like bait back in the day.
Look at this.
kind of,
Even
but-
more amazing, the artifacts didn't match up to anything on the known record. Rather than appearing to be of Native American origin, as one might expect, the object had distinct Egyptian or Tibetan designs. Could there have been an entire civilization of Egyptians living here? If so, how did they get here? Dun, dun, dun.
It's not that hard. Hop in the boat, man. You got cats that leave Africa and try to come to Spain on these places on a chicken wing.
Yeah.
You know?
It is interesting, right? Like the population of Cuba. Cuba's so insanely diverse, and it's right there. Like, what is the history of that other than the slave routes? Like, what is the history of Cuba? Because Cuba is very distinct African people living there.
The whole Caribbean, all that whole area is has a lot of African roots to it. But it's just a place that was conquered by the Spain, you know, by the Cortezes, you know, those type of people.
Cortez, the Spanish, you know what I'm saying? The Spanish, like I was saying, it was Indian, the India, what y'all call India, and the Spanish people, they had traveled to the Caribbeans, to Mexico, you know what I'm saying? They ended up conquering our people, you know what I'm saying, my colored people, because we had got there first. They ended up conquering, they didn't conquer per se, but we died out. A lot of us died out, and they ended up taking control of everything because, you know what I'm saying, they brought their diseases because our body weren't adapted to their diseases, so we died out, you know. This is my opinion. I ain't gonna say there's no truth, but you know, through the research I done seen, you know what I'm saying, it seems like people was here, you know what I'm saying, the Spanish came after them, and then the Columbus came after them and discovered America, you know. But yeah, we died out. Whoever was before the Spanish definitely died out through the disease. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no, like, weirdo, but I just want y'all to know the truth.
People.
What really disturbs me is there's no way to know exactly what happened. It's like you're piecing things together based on artifacts and historical record, things that people wrote down, and journals and logs. And it's,
there's people that have traveled. So, again, I've studied this so long ago, but I remember reading primary source from somebody that traveled with Cristobal Colon, a.k.a. Christopher Columbus. And he was saying very specific things about his accounts when he reached these different places.
Exactly.
You know, and he was saying things like, we got to the land and we found Africans. And I remember him specifically saying,
That's a true thing. He got to, Christopher Columbus got to America. What you gotta understand, when the Spanish had conquered Mexico and the Caribbeans and all that, you know, black people died out, and some went up there, traveled to Florida and went all the way up the coast. So everything, you know what I'm saying, I say North Carolina, everything over there in that area down, you know what I'm saying, was inhabited by black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And, there was black people on the west side, you know what I'm saying, of America. You know what I'm saying? AKA the Grand Canyon.
So no matter where we go, we find Africans. And he said it as if he was disappointed. And then they started talking about, like,
I don't know if the people who got conquered by the Spanish and went up there by Florida, and you know what I'm saying, were the same Egyptians that was in the Grand Canyon. You know what I'm saying? That could have been the people from Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa predecessor, they had already had traveled to and sailed out to the west. But the Egyptians, I think, I already had got to the west side of America a long time ago.
You know, they started talking about their culture and describing their culture. You just got to go look at the people that travel with Cristobal Colon, and there's some firsthand accounts there, and they're very honest about it, you know.
Dude, I'm going to look into that now. That's very interesting. I'm going to ask Graham about that, too, what he knows about it. He's studied, especially on his latest book, he studied a lot about the various cultures that made it to North America and South America.
Okay. Yeah. It's just very rich in history. Very, very rich in history.
You know, either way, people from Africa, from the continent of Africa, already had got to the Americas. I just want that to be known. Like, don't let these people fool you. Just let the truth be known. It's okay it's okay that we had got to a lot of places before a lot of people did. You know what I'm saying? It's okay that happened. So what? But don't keep it secret. Y'all keeping it secret for y'all don't want us to know that who we truly are. We smart human beings. We did things that they couldn't do, and they had to do it later. You know what I'm saying? They even, you know what I'm saying, caught fire to a lot of the buildings in cities, you know what I'm saying, that was in the east side of America, you know what I'm saying? North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, you know, all them places, you know what I'm saying, had cities of black people there, you know what I'm saying, when they had landed. And they burned their famine, you know, people died from disease. They ended up burning a lot of the things we had built there. If you didn't know, they caught fire. So it's a lot of places that just end up getting caught on fire in the history books. The Great Fires of America. I think it's the Great Fire of America. I don't know. Y'all have to find that. Y'all have to research that up yourself. But there was some fires that was random. Just started out of nowhere in different cities. You know what I'm saying? Different states. Wonder why? Because they was burning down our history. You know what I'm saying? What was there already. And built their own. Come on, bro. They even flooded some cities. Some slave cities, they called them slave cities. They flooded them. Why they flooded them? Because boom, 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 boom. They don't want you to know that we was already here and we was conquered. Ended up getting conquered by the Spanish because we helped the Spanish out. We helped them. We helped them out. We didn't get conquered out by them, but we ended up, you know what I'm saying, having to leave and to the North America because we was in the Caribbean, in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Trinidad, all in that area, you know what I'm saying? But we ended up having to move away because of disease. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. And then we got to Florida, got to Alabama, Georgia, moved all the way up to the North Carolinas, and, you know, we settled there. You know what I'm saying? That was them was after the Egyptians who got here. Them were the black people who got here after the Egyptians got here from the Grand Canyon. I don't know what happened to the people from the Grand Canyon, but they long gone. I don't know what happened to them guys. I don't know what happened. I just know that they definitely got here. You know what I'm saying? And they call this Egypt. The Egypt that's called Egypt today was called Kemet. Yeah, Kemet. I think it was called ancient Kemet. You know what I'm saying? The Kemetes or some shit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all do your research, y'all know what they used to call Egypt before they called Egypt. Just do your research, bro. Yeah. I'm not no professor at this shit, but I just know shit. You see what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't part of Osama gang, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. And y'all open up y'all third eye and let other people know the truth too. Don't keep it from them. Let's let them know the truth, man. We out of here, man.